Hello everyone, my name is RagingRaptor and welcome to my first impression of Crew 2.0 The Sandbox, which now was on the 23rd of February. So if there is any new Sandbox, just so you know, this was made on the 23rd of February. Now, I am a little bit exhausted. I had a long stream, 5-hour stream. I already did a video like this for a German channel and now I do one for you guys. So please forgive me if my voice is starting to be a little bit annoying and if I will have a little bit trouble speaking. I was talking for quite some time now. Now, before we start the video, I want to say in general, I do kind of enjoy Crew 2.0. I like the concept and the idea behind it. It gives World of Tanks a fresh new take and a fresh new goal. And there are some great things, and those great things I want to talk about first. First things first, they abolished 50% and 75% crews. That is amazing. That is a huge buff for new players. Like, that is amazing. That kind of levels the playing field. Double thumbs up, great. The fact that Sixth Sense is a zero skill now is amazing. Well done, Wargaming. That's great. That's also everything which we asked for. And now we also have the ability to train our vehicles on other tanks. So for example, my EBR crew now, I can, plop, give it also to the EBR. The thing we will notice right now is that first things first, you have to either pay for with a lot of XP, 2.5 million or 800,000, or for nothing you pay 500,000 credits, or nothing, where you go for 750 gold. I'm a little bit, I think this is a double-edged sword. First things first, you are kind of, how should we say, you are punishing people which have very good crews, which want to use this feature and don't want to use gold. Because as you can see, a good crew, I will lose 830,000 XP. That is a lot of XP I'm losing if I don't want to shell out some gold, That is loads of stuff. For example, if I want to use this trash crew right here, and, press the wrong button, and want to do something else, like, I don't know, put it on the most OP artillery piece in this game, the M44, you will see I will only pay 96,000. I don't know. I'm not really that happy with that one, because it kind of feels like it punishes me when I want to use a good crew. However, the big thing is, if you this time you only need to pay once to get those 750 gold, boom, and now you have this crew for one other vehicle. It is, however, also a little bit weird when you, for example, take a crew, this one right here, and they're like, oh boy, boys, I want to, convert this crew right here. We just do it really quickly. I have a bad crew in my artillery, and it is a little bit of a trap, You see, oh boy, look, I 1,500 gold, and I can unlock this slot. I unlock it, and now I press in this slot, and I want to put in the battle bus, and suddenly I have to shell out gold again. I don't really like that. I feel like this is a little bit yikes, Might lead or may or may not bait some people into shelling out money. The thing is, I kind of feel like I am a little bit, how should we say, I got a little bit cheated out. Some of my crews on tier 10, or most crews on tier 10 I have, are zero skill brothers in arms crews, because these are just very, very good crews, And when I want to now, reskill them into the current system, I kind of lose that because I get instructors back, So I don't know, I'm really not a big fan of that. As you can see right here, we get those unique instructors here, 4 of which right now, with those different skills right here, because those are zero skill brothers in arms crew. So we kind of lose a little bit out on EXP. This is why I don't get level 75 or level 70, even though this is a 440% crew. And if you look into Wargaming's little diagram right here, this should be around here, around here-ish a lot above 60%, if you ask me. But again, it only gives me around 61 points. Yeah, you know, it's a little bit of a problem. Might also be because they don't look at Sixth Sense properly, you know. It looks like they're not including Sixth Sense, and this kind of pulls the average down. Might be a little bit of an error in their calculation. Thing is, right now, you need to grind quite some time more to get a very, very decent crew. I personally consider, for example, if you look at my, let's say, what did we have? Mobilize here. Let's take our ST1 crew. That shouldn't be too bad. It's actually a very good crew. I personally would say, just have to find everything, all the people, all the peeps together. Looks pretty like a pretty decent crew, as you can see. Look, we have here Sixth Sense, fully trained skill, Brothers in Arms, recon, repair, situation awareness, firefighter. Brothers in Arms, snapshot, deadeye, repairs, firefighter. 460% serious skill Brothers in Arms crew. We only really get 53% for a 470% crew. Not really that happy with that, you know. I'm really not really happy. I kind of feel like I'm losing a lot more, you know. But again, this is something Wargaming can easily change in the back end. You know, this is just how they want to do those changes. But this might also just be me complaining that I already want to have a 75% crew. A 75 level crew. About the levels, I'm going to do, about the skills, I'm going to do a whole different video. Because there's a lot to talk about. And basically, again, I like that Wargaming tries to do something drastic, something new, trying to spice the game up. If the talents are really such a good idea that you suddenly have like better reload time up to 7.5% more, it's a little bit questionable, you know. That is where the problem starts to arise, in my opinion. Let's talk about the instructors. The instructors are the people you basically get for your Sixth Sense, a serious skill crew. You know, let's just quickly convert those people right here. And those instructors at the moment, as you can see, are... I still have quite some of those left, as you can see. 80 to be precise. But let's, for example, take... I want to go for Adrenaline Rush. They're right now very, very broken. Because if you get like 4 people for Adrenaline Rush, you can get this up to 18. Which means that at 80% of your hit points, Adrenaline Rush starts working, and you get 7% quicker reload time. At 80% of your hit points. That is very strong. So now, for example, if I want to get Adrenaline Rush, I have to go here into Gunnery with one of those instructors and pray that one of those 3 right here is Adrenaline Rush. Looks like none of those were Adrenaline Rush. Fuck me. I just lost a crew member because it is random, first things first, and second things, you cannot reset that. I really hope that this is a very, very big problem. I really hope that Wargaming allows us to either... No, seriously, I really hope that Wargaming will allow us to not make this random, that we can decide what we want to have, because randomness is fucking stupid. Seriously. Okay, let's see, how long do we take till we have 4 people with Adrenaline Rush? Okay, now we have 1, Poggers. Let's go on. Now we have 2, yay. Looks like we are lucky. Oh, nice, we have 3. Yippee-doo, that's awesome. Now we need 1 more. Guys, we got very lucky. We now used 6 of those instructors to get 4 with the Adrenaline Rush perk. We really don't want randomness, you know, because I do have to say I have loads of serious skill. I have loads of those instructors. Loads. Because simply I have a lot of serious skill beer crews. But please don't make this random. Please allow this to be changed afterwards, because that's just... I really don't like this. I really, really do not like this. But yeah, this is this is one of those problems. But now, for example, we also can use crew booklets, you know, and try to apply them. The one good thing is that you can apply multiple ones, and now we are luckily enough at 60, so we have like 2 talents which you can spare. Again, something which I'm going to show later down the road. The thing is now, there is something new, because Wargaming doesn't want you to lose anything. So you have elite progression. or at least that's what I call it. I think they also call it something like elite progression. After level 75, you can keep on going to 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. Everything down here gives you vehicle handling. Vehicle handling is basically what Vents gives you. Vents is basically vehicle handling. It buffs everything of your crew. Reload time, accuracy, aim time, everything. Literally everything. So now, getting those 3 first right here, which will need you almost you need around 10 million XP points. Which is, again, a lot if you ask me. You really need to get this. It gives you 12% vehicle handling. That's basically 2 vents, which you get for free. And this is why, for example, here on my EBR, which I kind of fail skilled if you ask me. Look, we have a little bit of more view range here, 5.76%. We have a little bit of coherence, 6%. We have camouflage, not that much to be honest, only 40%, which is less than what I had before. As an example here, we had 45% camouflage. We had 453 meters of view range. With this crew. That's the same crew we have right here. And now we have 472 meters of view range. Because we have 136.5 vehicle thingamajings. We have this 12% bonus. The 12% bonus, which is from this run right here. And we can get an additional 3% if we just decide to shell out more credits, you know. Go into this crew and start increasing the efficiency. And you can see it costs load. We would need to basically maybe buy another 6 of free booklets. Will it be enough to actually get a new level? Apply? Yeah, we get 1 more level. Poggers. Yeah, and now we have a little bit more. Or we don't. Now we have to trade in even more XP. Nice. Now we have this level 3. An additional 3% of vehicle handling. Giving us an additional 4 meters of view range. More DPM, more everything. And now we are at 139.5%. When we, this is basic. Oops, that's not what I wanted to. Can we go back? Yes. That's basically this number right here. Is now at 139%, not at 135%. I really don't know what I should think about this elite progression. I kind of feel like Wargaming somewhere needs to make a cut. Don't make it go infinite, because yes, you start to have diminishing returns. But still, having like 10 meters more view range on an EBR can make quite a big difference in a competitive environment. At least in my personal opinion. That's again why it's my first impression. I feel like I would really hope that Wargaming kind of like somewhere here makes a cut, and everything above you will get as crew XP, commander XP, like it is in World of Warships. You go to the 21, or back in the days it was 19, and then you go to those 21 XP levels, and after everything above you earn, you can use to basically grind out other crews. You know, that would be like the perfect scenario for me personally. But I don't think if Wargaming will do this, because they don't want to piss on the legs or of people which grinded out 8 perk crews. Like 8 perks, you can see is around here. It's around like 51 million points, and you will be around here in the master progression, which gives you 20% additional vehicle handling. And again, right now we have 15, so you get additional 5%. I don't know. I really don't like this elite progression, to be honest. I don't know. I don't know. You might need to ask yourself what you think, and you might need to ask, well, do I have like 8 skill crew? Where it would be around here, you know, where we would be around at this 3%. I don't know. I generally don't know. I really don't like this elite progression, and I really want to properly write down how I personally would do it. But that's just my thing. That's just my opinion and my first impression. In general, you can do different things. And I'm pretty sure that as soon as this will hit live server, if it ever hits live server, keep that in mind, there will be a meta build which you can go for, but it will lead to what Wargaming wants to have. Wargaming wants to have more diversity, and this will definitely be the case. Don't get me wrong, there will be more diversity. Excuse me. Again, I was talking a lot and stuff like that. So that will be interesting to see, and I'm pretty sure that wargaming is going to change different skills. Like Adrenaline Rush is way too strong right now. Applied Medicine or Applied Mechanic, this one right here, is in my opinion way too much, because you can, as far as what I've heard, you can get the reload time of Object 907 all the way down to 3.9 seconds for 20 seconds. That's absurd. That's absurd. I had STB1, or my STB1, which I tried today. I was able to get around 4,100 damage per minute without using this med kit stuff thingamajings. It's insane. It's really insane. Like, right now we have 3,800 and it can push this up to 4,100. It's insane. It's really, really strong. It's really absurd what you can get out of it. And the gun handling is also insanely good. Like, sure, we have now bounty equipment in there, but because we have a good commander, you know, we have a very good commander, as you can see right here, we can also get Snapshot, which gives us 7.5%. We can get Smooth Ride, which gives us an additional 4%. You know? Then we get Coherence, which is our Brothers in Arms skill, which we have right now, which you will always have to take, basically. And because I have a pretty decent crew and already have crew, this elite progression, we have already 9% additional. Yeah. It stacks and stacks and stacks. I'm really torn apart. I feel like for new players, it is a double-edged sword. Again, having no more 50%, 75%, 90% crews is amazing. Okay? Having no more 6th Sense to grind out is amazing. Stock 6th Sense is amazing. But I can't shake the feeling that if Wargaming would have just kind of changed how much or how long you need to grind on the live server and maybe booted some useless skills like signal boosting or something and get in some new skills, it would have been a little bit better than what we have right now. It is a bold move, and I really do feel that what Wargaming wants to do right here is not bad, you know. It is unique and is something new and it's something exciting. It is a little bit hard to get when you aren't into it, and it's kind of contradictory when Wargaming says, okay, we had to cut down the tech trees because they were getting too overboarded with everything. Everything is too much. It's so bad. It's so hard for new players, you know. It's way too much. It's way too much. And now suddenly they make us a matrix with shitload of different things, which makes it kind of hard to understand, you know. It's kind of weird. Also, another really cool thing is that... Cancel? Oh, wait, can I... Okay. The thing is, if you want to reset the whole tech tree, you either use one of those retaining orders, or you use 300,000 credits. No gold involved, only credits. That's a thumbs up. That is great. That is a good move. That is a very good move. Seriously. That's nice. That's nice. It makes you be able to play around a little bit. Sure, you have to shell out credits or those orders, but you don't need to pay money for it. You know, don't need to pay real money for it. And for a free-to-play player, this is also great. So they can say, you know what, I am going to grind a little bit, la-di-da, and boom. I still think that the fact that you are able to now, excuse me, that you are able now to train on different vehicles, you know, is cool as well. It cuts down on the tanks you need if you want to play different tanks, on the crews you need when you want to play different tanks. I still think that Wargaming really needs to give us the opportunity to, for example, like let's say this new system hits. I'm going to use this for the EBR90 and the Lynx. Obviously, this crew makes sense, right? But right now, I still kind of sit on an EBR crew right here, which is worth 31 skill points. So I kind of want to, you know, boot them and maybe use their XP I've earned on them for crew booklets. That would have been a very good way of doing it. And I think Wargaming needs to play around with that themselves, you know. But yeah, that's everything. That's my first impression of the crew system. If I have to break it down again, there are some great ideas. There are some very, very nice ideas Wargaming can introduce into the game. And it's a nice, fresh breath of air to the game. There are problems, however. The elite progression we have right here, I don't really like, because you basically have to get this down here. 12% or even 15% minimum, you know, to have a very competitive crew for competitive gaming. It kind of makes a discrepancy between long-time very good players and people which just got into, since like maybe 2 or 3 years into competitive gaming. They get slaughtered, you know, I feel like. This is a big difference, 15% vehicle handling. These are two bond wins. 2 bond wins. If you have a level 75 crew, or if you have a level 75 crew plus elite progression until level 3 right here. That is a huge difference. 2 bond wins is a very big difference in my opinion. So I'm not really a big fan of that. But I feel like Wargaming wants to, you know, they want to give the long-term players something in return. Second, that the crew instructors are random. Stupid. Absolutely stupid. I really hope that Wargaming, I want to choose what I pick here. Okay? Third, this is a great feature. Don't get me wrong, this is a great feature. And I'm torn. Yes, it is loads to pay for. But on the other hand, it's just 750 gold, and now I have a great crew on another tank as well. Beforehand, if you wanted to use the same great crew you had it also to shell out minimum 400 to 800 gold, you know, if it's a 4 skill crew, 4 commander crew. I don't know. Again, I have to properly do a video with script and stuff to give you my whole opinion and feedback on it. Great idea, great concept with loads of problems, in my opinion. Let me know in the comment section below what your first impression is and what you think about this is. One thing is just that I'm scared. Seriously, I'm little Patrick right here. Patrick Star from SpongeBob. Mom, pick me up, I'm scared. Because I was able to press down the Chieftain's reload to 6.7 seconds. 6.7 seconds. 60 divided by 6.7 seconds times 440. That's almost 4000 DPM. That's absurd. It's genuinely absurd. And this is not even the limit. You can get even more. And imagine that on a Batcher or an STB1. It's absurd. It's absurd. But yeah, thank you so much for watching. Cheers. Good luck on the battlefield, and I'll see you around.